Okay, so individual workout 3 of the quarterfinals. This is the one that really requires you to know your pacing, know your own capacity the most probably, because of how sort of high skill it is, how each movement takes away from the next one. And there's obviously clear, sort of stopping points as the difficulty increases. These small sets of handstand push-ups, or what they appears to be small sets of handstand push-ups, have come up in the past, and they've always been way more challenging than they first look on paper. So these sets of 10 strict handstand push-ups, they are more challenging than they appear. So make sure you go into the workout and treat those movements with the respect that they need. It's not just this, oh, 10 is easy, I can do 15 to 20 unbroken. Then these are going to get really challenging. If you have 25, 30 reps unbroken when you're fresh, then maybe you're going to be thinking about going through this, these sets of 10s unbroken. But you want to be thinking about, if I do a quick break on the handstand push-ups, does that then allow me to do the next movement faster and do the next movement faster? And that filters all the way down to those 20 ring muscle-ups at the end, because those 20 reps have the potential to take, not too long, maybe around even 90 seconds if you are very good at ring muscle-ups under fatigue, and you can do 2 big sets or 3 sets. But if you get to the point where you are super fatigued, ring muscle-ups is not an amazing movement for you, then these obviously have the potential to take quite a few minutes, maybe even up to 5 minutes to get those 20 muscle-ups done, if you're breaking them down into sets of 2s and 3s because you are over fatigued getting into that point. So make sure you are thinking about, it's not just the current movement that you're doing, it's how will this affect the next movement. So by pushing way too hard in those first 3 rounds, those easier rounds, that is obviously going to have a huge effect on how you're able to get through the strict handstand push-ups and the grip fatigue going into those relatively big sets of rope climbs. So it is a pacing workout from the start, regardless of what level you're at. I think this is one that if you do have the time over these next 5 days to do repeats, and you're interested in seeing how high you possibly can be on that leaderboard, and especially if you're looking to advance to semifinals, I think this is one that will be worth repeating, just because you will learn so much about yourself. After doing it the first time, there can just be slight adjustments to the pacing and how you break the sets that could gain you a good amount of time. Let's say you're able to get, even if you get to the muscle-ups 30 seconds or a minute slower, but you're able to gain 90 seconds because you could do 2 to 3 less sets, then it's a net gain overall. So I would never say going into a workout, you only have those 5 days, so it's not just like, okay, I'm just going to test it and see what happens. You still need to go hard, treat it as if it is a one and done. But if you do have the sort of set up this weekend to repeat, I would say that this would be probably the one I think you could learn the most from doing a repeat. And if you have pretty good capacity in gymnastics, so if you are looking to make it to that next stage and you will have very good capacity in gymnastics, I don't believe that this one will be overly fatiguing to your body to be able to do that repeat on Sunday or Monday. So yeah, know your pacing from the start. Maybe don't get too over aggressive in those first 3 rounds. I think that middle 2 rounds is very, very important, how you're able to pace those and how you're able to be efficient through those rope climbs. And then again, just chipping away at that final round in as smaller or as fast a sets as possible to get you through those 20 muscle ups as fast as you can.